My correct people, how una dey? Welcome back to Texas TV. We don't carry another aproko come give una about wetin dey sup for palace. As we heard that Kabiyesi Oba Adeyeye received the biggest bad news this evening in the palace over Dr. Lizzy, because Dr. Lizzy, as we heard, did not attend the naming ceremony of Olori Ashley's son. We heard that Dr. Lizzy is still mourning her miscarriage. Yes, for those where they follow this gist, know say Dr. Lizzy miscarried some weeks back after the welcoming back party of Tobiloba's children into the palace. After the whole event, she went to the hospital because she wasn't feeling too well, and stories started coming up. At last, we got the news that Dr. Lizzy is no more with child. So since then, Dr. Lizzy has not been cutting herself. She has been crying, she has been wailing, she has been devastated, she has been broken. Yes, for that we heard that she wasn't strong enough to come out at the naming ceremony. So we heard that Mariam and the other wives of Kabiyesi attended that. But why Kabiyesi, as we heard, was devastated was that after the naming ceremony, we heard that they rushed everything. Kabiyesi went on his normal business, and celebrations started going on inside for dignitaries. So Kabiyesi noticed that Olori Elizabeth's presence was missing. Yes, that Elizabeth is supposed to be in that naming ceremony. But as they were celebrating, Elizabeth is nowhere to be found. So Kabiyesi was like, after the naming ceremony, let the guards go and know why Elizabeth did not attend. What is going on, because she is in the palace, as we heard. My correct people, we heard that after the thing, like Kabiyesi told the guards after the celebration, because it didn't waste time as much, they ran to Elizabeth's apartment to know the reason why she did not attend. But lo and behold, we heard that as they reached there, that Lizzy wasn't anywhere to be found. They banged and banged. They have to forcefully open Olori Lizzy's door to know what is going on inside. Maybe she slept off and something bad happened to her, attack and all that. Let them know. When they opened the door, my correct people, we heard that Dr. Lizzy has almost taken all her properties in the palace and left back to her family. No be today wey her family dey enter palace come dey beg Kabiyesi say, give us our daughter, we want to stay with her, we want to know how she's doing, how she's faring, whether she loves this palace that she's into. And Kabiyesi has been denying her family access to her. They can just come into the palace and see her, and after that they will leave. But for her to follow them and leave, Kabiyesi refused and said that such a thing will not happen. That Dr. Lizzy cannot go because Dr. Lizzy has been the one taking care of her medical issues, taking care of him. So you see that her hands are filled up. She can't just leave like that, leaving Kabiyesi, a great king, just like that. So Kabiyesi keep on rejecting that Elizabeth will not go anywhere until today. When the guards went in, it seems that Elizabeth has packed unannounced, because she has been forcing that she's going to pack out, that she doesn't want to stay in the palace since Queen Naomi has already packed out of the palace. The palace is so toxic with toxic wives and all that. That is what she has been saying. And we heard that anytime she will brought that issue up, that her family will keep on consoling her. Don't look at Queen Naomi, don't look at this person, don't look at this person. Go and treat your husband right, go and take care of your husband, go and do this and do that. And which we heard Dr. Lizzy has been doing everything just to please Kabiyesi. But right now, after Ashley gave birth and she lost her own pregnancy, she is now well convinced that there is something in that palace that is taking away the Olori's babies. Because before Olori Tobiloba gave birth, she had a miscarriage. She miscarried her child. And the same thing happened to Queen Naomi. We all know when Queen Naomi miscarried her baby, but not in the palace. That was in the Lekki mansion. And again, right now, Ashley stated that she has already had a miscarriage at 14 weeks, miscarried twins, and she was desperate, she was devastated. But God has decided to bless her with a son so that she won't bother giving birth again, because Ashley had already one girl and a boy now, so she's complete. So we heard that with all the issues of all the miscarriages going on, Olori Elizabeth said no, that she can no longer stay in the palace. Since Queen Naomi, that is backing me up in prayer, has left, and we all know that she left for good. She doesn't want drama, she doesn't want problem. All she wants is for peace to reign, but it seems that the Oloris are not in for peace. Yes, for those who see the Oloris today for the naming ceremony, we'll see how divided they are. That is when you will know that they don't have peace of mind among all of them. Yes. Like I always say, forget all this show well now they see for social media. That for real life, all these things, they're there. Right now, we heard that Olori Lizzy packed her things and leave unannounced. Everybody knew that she was leaving because everybody was focused on what is going on in the palace. They were focused on the naming ceremony. So we heard that Olori Dr. Elizabeth got to made her way out of the palace, packing her properties. Yes, all the important things that she needs, she packed them up and she left with it without informing Kabiyesi. So right now, where Kabiyesi don already dey find her, we heard that she's nowhere to be found. That the guys got to return back to Kabiyesi and gave Kabiyesi the information that Dr. Lizzy has not been in the palace for days, and she has took some of her properties out unannounced. And we heard that Kabiyesi was devastated. What is going on? Olori Elizabeth, that I value so dearly to my heart, is also leaving without informing anybody. That shows that something is wrong. But we heard that Kabiyesi has ordered the guys to go back to Olori Elizabeth's place and bring her back to the palace before people will get to know that Olori Lizzy is no longer in the palace. My correct people are waiting the up as we heard as alleged. Abeg and abeg make una chook mouth for this matter. Drop your comments, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, stay tuned, stay connected. For more updates will be dropping from time to time about waiting the up for palace as alleged.